Good evening, everybody. We're back on nature's ground. Today I'm taking you to Woolton Wood and Camp Hill. So far, we've done quite a bit of urban exploring, haven't we, recently? So I wanted to get back to nature. And this is where we are. It's looking a little dead over there. So let's do what I do best and start exploring. Let's hope I'm not just walking myself back out. But happy Thursday, everyone. I'm saying good evening because this is being recorded in the evening. But whatever time of day that you're watching this, hello and happy Thursday because that is when this video will come out. So in true fashion, I had better start my watch, hadn't I? And I love being back to normal. There we go. So let's start our 5K. And we have a really dry everything. It's unseasonably warm according to the UK weather. It's a beautiful couple of days. So I hope wherever you are today, it is as sunny as it has been this last week. And let's start the 5K. Oh no, I'm interrupting some kind of sports event. Here we go, sports event. So maybe let's not go that way. Yeah, let's definitely not go any of those ways because they're everywhere. I see cones and cones and cones for miles everywhere. Goodness. Oh well. Wow. And you're seeing this on Thursday, so I will hopefully be taking you for my next video down south. Gotta go down south just to pick up a few things. And there is a really lovely park there I used to go with my daughter. So the problem is that I'm quite conscious of. It's a beautiful, perfect circular 5K walk, but very little for exploration. It's just a lap straight around a lake. But if you want to see that, let me know, because if I have the time to walk around it, I really would like to. It is a beautiful park. I remember it so fondly. But then there is plenty in the northwest for me to also explore, and that includes a trip to the Wirral soon as well. I have places like Port Sunlight that is beautiful. I'm not sure it's a 5K. It is a very small village, but it's beautiful. Right, guys. So that's the path to the entrance. Lots of dead grass, and a hill. We'll go up the hill. And for all my new subscribers, hello and welcome, and thank you. My name is Elsie. Actually, I'm going to give you a bit of a. Elsie is actually my nickname, and the reason it's Elsie is because my initials are LC. And at work, I was called Elsie because we had a lot of Lauras. So my name is Laura. We had a lot of Lauras in the office, and so they used everyone's initials, and mine just ended up being translated into the physical world, Elsie, and I love it. It's kind of become me. When people say my name, it's usually on an official capacity. So Elsie is my name, and hello. But I thought I'd clear that up just in case anybody had noticed anything with Laura on it. But yes, Elsie is my nickname. And I want to thank everybody for the most beautiful messages that you guys have been posting on my YouTube, my TikTok, my Instagram. Not really any questions apart from, do I see many barefooters out? I actually don't. I do feel sometimes I am the only barefooter in the northwest, but I know that's not true. I know there's a few in Cumbria or Lancashire, and although we don't communicate directly, I just know from the groups that I'm in, the barefoot groups. So I know I'm not the only one, but when I do, I can be driving and I think, I see someone barefoot, I have to stop the car, and they're not barefoot, they're just wearing beige trainers. I get excited for a moment. So if there's any barefooters in Northwest, let me know. Let's do a joint barefoot walk. And I'm going to also apologise for the museum sound. That was quite miserable, wasn't it? There was absolutely nothing I could do. I even kind of took my mic in at some point and it just didn't work. It was too echoey a room. And lots of children, which is always great. Everybody should be bringing their children to lovely places like that. But I'm sorry for the quality of sound. Hopefully I'll get to go back when it's less summer season. Wow, okay, so we're leading up the path. If you go down to the woods today. Now it depends on how old you are to which is the next couple of lines to that song. So pick. You pick your own. I think I'm gonna go. That looks really spooky, which is amazing, and I will go up there, but I really like exploring and picking things up, as you guys know. And if you're new to my channel, yes, and this would be beautiful if it was a soaking wet day, but it isn't, so I will make foot angels on dry mud. So, here we go. There's wings. Have you guys been on any walks? Have you been doing anything adventurous? Is it your children's summer holidays now? Are you planning on any abroad trips or just trips away with the family? Oh, I've kind of got myself a little trapped. See if I can fight through. I think I can, just. And this sound is why I love autumn. I know it's not quite, but if you can hear an extra set of crackling, I'm not being stalked, I'm with my son. He wants to just get out for the afternoon with me or evening. So I think I might be able to get between that section, kind of. Excuse me, plants, let me through. That's it. Oh, it's got my bag and my broken branch. I'm so sorry. Ah, freedom. Well, kind of. Oh, bless you. Wherever you may be. So it just sound like a little baby trees. Let's do a quick foot check while we're here. Oh, please excuse my phone handle. I have this thing at this moment where I like to drop my phone all the time. I've really missed these nature walks, and I've missed walking them with you guys too. And conker season is almost upon us. Come on, you're not too big for my big toes. Oh, maybe just too slippery. Nope. Ah. Look, they're all out. Oh, I think that's actually... There was a family of conquerors, not conquerors. And then we got more tunnels, which I think is where that pathway would have brought us. Oh, it is. Look, it looks really gloomy and awesome in there. I think if I don't get lost, I will try and take that route back because I've got this to climb. Wow. So this is Woolton Woods. I didn't really do much of a history check on it. I just wanted to travel a bit further afield, like to cover a lot of the big parks. There's a lot of tiny parks that wouldn't cover a 5-kilometer walk. What is this? Someone's been trying to get in. Spiders are blocking. Thank you, spiders, for protecting the door. And they've got these awesome columns, which you know what that means. Wow, I wonder what this was then. Does anyone that does know Woolton Woods? Let me know. And then there's the view. Mind the tree. It's a bit too far of a jump there. It's a shame. I will tell you a lovely interaction I had with a lovely chap while I was actually on my evening shift driving. I was walking with my daughter and we heard from behind us, a real Scouse accent, and I will not do that Scouse accent. We heard weary shoes. Turned around, and this guy wasn't even a foot away from me. So I looked up and was saying, why would I wear those? He was like, are you one of those earthy people? I said, every day. Well, you're on the wrong earth, because I was outside the shop, which is concrete, on a street. And I said, well, no, because concrete is a natural exfoliant for your feet. Oh, can we go in there? Well, I am anyway. Let's go. And then he repeated again that it's not the right concrete. He had a lovely friend with him. So thank you, Mister, who was defending me. Did say, no, she was absolutely right. And then he told me to go to a beach because that's where you should only be earthing, apparently. And and that was that. I walked away, and then we heard another shout. And he came back to tell me I was going to have parasites in my feet. To which I said, well, what I wanted to say and what I did say, two very different things, because I am very polite. And I just told him that, no, I look after my feet. And unless I decide not to clean my feet and look after them, especially with the kind of explorations I do put my feet in water a lot, but I'm aware of that. But I do clean my feet, and I know that I do not have any parasites in my feet. And then he got quite rude. Didn't tell him that the grime within his socks was more likely to have more bacteria than my feet were. But that's another thing. I don't try to defend by attacking. But it's just one of my friends said, you should have said this, and I won't do that. Because that's just not who I am. Let's go into the gardens. Shh. Someone's been digging. And then when I repeated that my feet are clean and I look after my feet, he was like, no, you're on this ground is going to give you parasites. And then I kind of did snap a little, not snap, but I just said, I'm 40 years old and I've been barefoot for most of those 40 years. Change subject, ask for my number. And that's not a joke. I said, no thanks. You look really good for 40. Excellent. So I have parasitical feet and I look good for 40. There you are. There's your Did I tell you that story? Because it's really funny. I never, online, I will get a lot of questions, which I love actually having a nice conversation about. But in person, I don't tend to get a lot of people interact with me, and especially people that just want to argue. So it's been a very, very, very long time, like over 10 years since I've been confronted about my lifestyle. And this was the first time in all these years that it's ever happened. But it all ended out quite positive, I think. Well, for me, it did. His friend, like I said, was very kind. So again, thank you to his friend. And I hope that maybe he did a bit of research. And perhaps he's a closeted barefooter and he's just too scared to take his shoes off and wander around this beautiful earth. You don't know, do you? Right, let's go out the other side of the gardens and straight into, I don't know, the secret garden. It's very nice. Oh, not so secret, straight to a path. For the barefooters, do you often get, I don't want to call them confrontations, just interactions that make you feel rather exposed? Hello, puppies. There's two doggos behind me. But, I mean, I don't tend to feel uncomfortable unless someone's truly trying to upset me, I suppose. Then it's more them than the words that they're using. But do other people kind of get that a lot? It's been a long time for me, as I say, but and although it wasn't awful, but I think I've said it in a previous video, it doesn't matter. Someone will always find something to criticize. I remember a long time ago when an old chap, oh goodness, and that is why you have a chain on your hand. I actually went to swap hands, but unfortunately I forgot the chain was on my wrist, so it was my own fault. I don't know where I am. This is really nice. No, an old chap many, many years ago, I was picking my daughter up from junior school, told me it was a shame that I couldn't wash off my tattoos. So, you know, I suppose someone's always going to have an opinion on something you like or support, your football team. Sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to swap my phone hands again. Hello, pricklies. Oh, we have some steps. Don't know what they are, but let's explore. I do think I'm going back round on myself. It doesn't matter. Because I'm the kind of girl, if I see someone with a beautiful coat or hair, cardigan, pair of shoes, even shoes, I'll actually compliment them. I'll go out of my way to tell them they look nice. But that's always kind of been me anyway. I like pretty things. Maybe I was a magpie in a previous life. So we're just going through the holly and the ivy. And they like my feet. My poor lad is behind me, trying to, he's obviously wondering what on earth. Oh, okay, so we're back at the columns over there. So we'll, I think the garden is in front of me, so we have just come full circle. And we'll go back around. And then that was the gate we came through, and then we turned right. So we're not going right, we're going back left. Back left, left, right, right. And if you're a football supporter, especially if you're an Evertonian, we just signed Jack Grealish. Did you know? Apologies if you're not a football supporter. We are football supporters, as you may know by my tattoo. Hi, puppy. Love little doggos. My doggo's at home. It's too. I thought it was warmer than what it was when we left, but it has cooled down significantly. So he will be out very soon. He's actually building his stamina. He knows what fetches now. Brings his ball, we throw it down the stairs. He just keeps going back for more. Reminds me of the Simpsons episode where they're trying to wear out Santa's little helper. The dog's still going. That's kind of what he's like, which is great because that's kind of what I want for when I do go further afield. And when we climb Mount Snowdon together. So we've just come past the garden. Now there's like a little one. I'm assuming that's a home. I'm not really know where to go, but we'll have a walk around it. It's quite pretty. Oh, the wind's picking up. There is a little gap there. Let's have a look. Those eyes are just going around back onto the path, but let's have a look. This looks like a cheat's way. Oh, it is, look. We'll go through. I thought this was bigger on the maps than what it seems to be now. I'm inside it, but looks can be deceiving. And we are, I don't know where we are. Looks like someone's back gate. Could you imagine that? That would be just the best place to live. Yes, if you could. There you go. It'd be amazing if you had a back gate that kind of led onto a plot of land like this. I think I said this on it wasn't Calder Stones. I can't remember which park it was. And I think it might have been Calder Stones. And I remember thinking it then as well, that people are just so lucky if you can open your back door, your back gate to such beautiful places like this. I'd happily live there. It's the same, there's some buildings in Croxteth Hall Park. I don't know if you guys have ever been. Don't know the areas that you guys are from, so I apologise, but on Croxteth Hall Park, that was my video where I used Google a fair few times because I did get lost because I kind of went way off path. And but the park itself, there's quite a few little routes you can do, but it's all stone. That's why I haven't gone back to record, because it is just a stone 5k, and unless I go through that gate again and get lost again, it's not going to be a very exciting video. But if you guys want to walk around that with me, please let me know. I'm more than happy to go back because it's one of my favorite places. The cows aren't always there, but when they are, I like to spend a good 5 minutes with them, because if you guys haven't grasped already, I really like cows, especially Highland cows. I'm going to go this way. Otherwise, that way, no, it's not as exciting. But yeah, so there is a field of cows, a field of horses, and sometimes they come close to where you walk, which is really nice. And if you'd like me to walk that with you, please let me know. But there are some old buildings. I think there may be caretaker buildings on the last, it's kind of the last quarter of the walk that you do. And they are closed down, they're boarded up. Oh, I don't think I'm getting anywhere. Oh, I don't think I can get through that either. Oh well, back we go. But these buildings are all locked up, and I just, every time I walk past them, I kind of get curious. So, Croxteth Hall Park, any member of staff that is by any miracle watching my video, hello, I love your park. Can I rent the building? I'd happily do the work. But can I live there, please? That'd be really, really nice. I'm looking for a home anyway, so it's not a house, it's a camper. if you guys, if any one of you do have um, a back door, a back gate, even your front of your house, if you just have access to a park or something like that, let me know. Just to wake up and you've got the sun. Oh, it's just a dream, isn't it? So if you do, I'm absolutely jealous. And I hope you love it. I would just sit there with a coffee in the morning, contemplate my day. At the moment, and kind of sit up in my bed and contemplate my day. But if I had a view like this, I'd jump out of my bed. Well, I mean, I do jump out of my bed. I am a very excitable person, but I do have the 5-10 minutes to kind of, what day is it? What am I doing today? Do I have an hour to get out? That's the kind of thing. I mean, it is pretty. This will be really nice. It sounds silly. It'll be really nice when it's raining as well, because you got a few little muddy undercover areas, which would be nice to go through. And I did try to record a video. Well, I recorded a video of my new bracelets, my anklets. Sorry, bracelets. I have matching bracelets on order. So the bells on my anklets. I'm buying another set, but the smaller version, so I can use them as bracelets, and that's in my head. But when I recorded the video, I was still playing my music during the marshalling. So when I uploaded it so you guys could hear the bells, unfortunately YouTube took it down because of copyright, because of the song that I use every week. And I understand that. It is what it is. It's just the song that I use to, it's a very poppy hoppy song. It has played on a previous YouTube video. Somebody did ask. I have answered it. It's the Glen, and it's just absolutely amazing. It's one of my favourite. So it's actually probably one of my all-time favourite songs now. It's kind of gone up in my estimation. I used it for a laugh because it rhymes with two more left turns, and now I play it in my car when I'm not marshalling. So it's very much a great song to use. So, but if you guys have any other questions, always ask. You can always ask. I'll always reply to you. And if you ever want to shout out, I can tag you and also give you a vocal shout out without shouting, because that sounds painful. I shout too much. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more of this park there is. I think we're kind of on the border. I will flip my camera up in a second. Let's go. So there's a path here to a gate, but that gate does lead to the road, which is where my car is. Oh, and that little beast is just, oh, can you see that? I don't think you can see that. It's a lovely little thorn that's just decided. There he is. Look at that. Just pulled him out of my foot. I will show you. Oh, I'm popping. Maybe I won't show you. Oh no, here we go. And he got me right there. No blood. Just a little kiss to say hello. And I think, yeah, that path just go to the gate, to the road. So then goes there's lovely people leaving. It's all overgrown, can't go that way. So we're gonna go around this little triangle section, go back. Because the aim is 5K. Have you guys been walking? I know it's really hot. I'm walking and running in the heat. Just people kind of think, oh, in the summer when it's really, really warm, I'm going to go walking. And then when the weather gets really warm, it's too warm. So, but have you? I don't know, with a gallon of ice cream, ice water. I think I prefer walking to sunbathing. I'm a huge fidget. I'm a huge, huge, huge fidget. so I can't keep still for very long. Sunbathing is like it's just not it's just not for me. So I invited on a holiday and I had to decline because it was a beach holiday on an island, and I know that sounds divine, but it was just for sunbathing the whole week. And no, the island was so small I'd have walked it in a day, and that would have been it. So, so I had to politely decline. They had a lovely time and they had beautiful tents, but to sit down and I can't do that. So my I'd say it's not really a dream location, but a few of my locations that I'd love to go is like the Colosseum and ooh, Switzerland, just Switzerland in general. I like the little huts, and they have the mountainous views. Because I do love, I do love the mountains. I've always wanted to kind of go to Rome, walk through the Colosseum. What would your dream vacation be? Where would you go and why? And we will, if there's enough, I'll put them in the next video. We'll talk about them. Excuse me, the air is so dry. I have a tickly cough now, which is not fun. So we're heading back to the field now, and I know there was some kind of sports event going on, but if we stick to the sides, we should avoid them. And I, unfortunately, unless something surprises me on the way around, we're just going to walk around the field. But there are a few paths further up. Look, it's quite a distance, so we will go that way. But yes, please share your favorite vacations, where you'd love to go, especially if you've never been, and tell me why you'd like to go. For me, it's always history. But please let me know. I will then have a look, get some Google images, put them on the next video, talk about it, and I think that'll be really nice. But if not, just tell me your favourite UK place if you're in the UK. Because if you're not in the UK, I apologise. And if you haven't been to the UK, where would you like to go within the UK? Give you a few good ideas. We've got the Blue John mines. That's quite amazing. There's a lot of old mines here that you can still visit. And then in Scotland, there is a street that they built on top of an old street. The last resident refused to move, and I think the ground was not safe. So I love the history of the UK. And then you have the infamous London Bridge. But I also like the little cities like Lincoln Cathedral, Lincoln Castle, the dungeons, the old Victorian prison. Absolutely beautiful. And if you go onto one of the boats on the Brayford, you go under the bridge on the High Street, and it was a well-known hanging site. Very dark, but I love little pieces of history that I used to walk across that little bridge on the High Street many a time. And there's a little passageway in between two buildings that it takes you to the next part, so you're not leaving the canal. And not the Brayford. It's not the Brayford. Why have I got Brayford in my head? Oh my goodness. Well, it kind of starts at the Brayford, but it goes up the canal towards Witham. It's kind of Witham. And then they take you around where the university is now. It's been a very long time since I last went to Lincoln, but it was really nice. Like I said, I like doing history tours, even places I've lived for many years, every now and again I'll find, like, they'll go, oh, we've got a tour bus. I'll go on it. It'll take me up the streets that I drive all the time, but there'll be something that they say that I never knew, and that's what I like. And then Cumbria is always a place to visit. I love it. In fact, there's a little village in Cumbria that reminds me, when the day is just right in autumn or late spring, it's a bit misty in the air. It kind of reminds me of what I would picture Switzerland to look like. And then you go into this old cafe with a roaring fire. It's amazing. So it keeps those little dreams alive in little tiny corners of the UK. So here we are now. So that's where I don't know, they're like little ants. There you go. Let's zoom. Oh, bless them. They were playing there. I will zoom out a little. And I'm thinking there might be something down there. So that's where we're headed. But I'm going round because it's still a 5K. Can't cut corners. I will be delighted if I get through that path and there's more and more. How dry it is. Oh, goodness. The problem is it going to clean my feet? Yes, it has. Of course it's cleaned my feet. Well, onwards we trot. I'm just going to get up a little higher. There's some benches up there, look. And just now, just turning around, having a look behind me is stunning. I will show you guys because I think they have placed those benches in the most perfect places. In fact, I'm going to go a little higher. There's a little man-made step over here, which will go up. So we can go just a little higher. And there's a doggo. Hello, pups. Are we getting more mud on my feet? It ends just here, look, but let's quickly try and check without knocking the phone out my hand. Let's sorry. Oh, I think that path just goes around there to a housing estate. Oh, I'm still going to walk it just in case. But look at that view. I will zoom in on the way back. Now let's zoom in. Oh, that zoomed out. Well done. And I'm hoping that was for a birthday. Nothing too sad. So we'll keep walking and see if there's anything else further back here. Because that path does seem to not turn directly. So let's have a look. You never know. That's how Tutankhamun was found, by someone being nosy. Not sure I'm going to find Tutankhamun or any pharaohs here, but you know. Okay, so there is a path. So the road is there, does lead to a road. I don't know where that leads to, but there's also a path there too. But I'm already heading in this direction, so let's see what's this way first. I don't know how far this goes, dude. I don't know why I'm whispering. I look at that and I go, I want to go in there, but I don't think it goes anywhere. You can see, I don't think you can, but there's a fallen tree right behind. It looks like, oh, it's a completely blocked path. Well, that's just rude. Okay. Well, I mean, it is called the Woods, Woolton Woods, so there has to be some woods for me to walk through, which would be really nice. Oh, yay, look. Oh, look how pretty they are. I'm going to make a wreath out of them. I literally on the back of someone's house. Again, whoever lives there, I'm very jealous. How beautiful. I'm so happy. So we have this little group. Oh, and there's a tree to climb, but there's also a path in front of me on my right now. It was in front of me with another fallen tree, but it just looks like it's still on the concrete path. So let's see how far this goes. Look, I can climb. I'm very happy, very happy. You remember the movie, the original movie, Pete's Dragon? And Elliot was hiding under the tree, and I always wondered how the Gogans have found him. I now have an image like this. Like, that's how he hid. That's why. So then they're stood there. He's actually inside the tree. That's how Elliot escaped the Gogans. If you know what I'm talking about, please tell me. That's a relatively sane thought to have. And I told you, I do link things really weirdly to movies and songs. Okay. Oh, I can't go further. Access denied. It doesn't go anywhere though. Like, that's the end. And then I can come back down there, but go. Oh, there's a wasp's nest in there, look. Okay, that's giving me my girl vibes, and it's not as a positive as Pete's dragon is. So let's leave the wasps alone. Apologies for disturbing your home. I just disturbed a wasp's nest. That's how they escaped the Gorgons as well. They were called the Gorgons, weren't they? I think. That's one of my favourite cartoons. It's not a cartoon, it's a movie, but Elliot was obviously not played by, sorry, not Elliot, Pete. No, Elliot was the dragon. Petey was the boy, honestly. Because Elliot escaped from everyone by going invisible. Oh, no, your knowledge. See, you can tell it's the evening. Just putting any character to any face and accepting it as biblical. Apologies, it was Pete. That's why it was called Pete's Dragon. Pete was hiding from the Gorgons. Elliot was the dragon. Another tree to climb. Na, 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 na. Oh, slightly hollow area. Where does that go? Should we go that way? Mel's kind of going that way. I think he likes to keep two paths, you know, which I respect. Except this is my walk. Actually, I really like it when one of the kids come with me, because I can then fabricate that I'm talking to someone and not to myself. So, you know, buffer. The only thing is sometimes they'll go, huh? I haven't actually spoken to them. And then I feel really conscious and rude. But Mal will have his music on. He won't be able to hear a word I say anyway. He just wanted to come for the walk. I know he's gone towards the path. He will notice I'm missing in a second, but just wanted to see. Okay, sorry. It leads to another path and then more wood. And Mal's not behind me, so, you know, never leave a man down, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just wondering, I think that path might go around. That's where Mal is roughly. So I'm going to go around this path instead of going back the way I came. And then we can pick him up on the way. You know, technically. I love the debris. Makes me laugh. See, my watch has paused. My watch does not like trees. That's what I'm blaming it on. Oh, I'm not sure if this path doesn't go where. We'll find him. We'll find. I can see him. I can see him. Okay, we didn't lose him.
This way.
And then there's this gate. No. The trees. And this beautiful doggo. And Mal is just behind the doggo. Okay. Where does that go? Should we have a look? And then we'll give the chap with the pooch a head start because he's on the phone and I don't. It's very rude to overhear people's conversations, especially when there's a lot of gossip. Very rude. Do people actually take calls anymore? It's like my generation and older. Yes, we do. But it's very rare. I'll say, oh, it's beautiful. I'm whispering because it is really quiet. Look at this. Wow, there's people there as well. Oh, how lovely. Okay, let's go around here. I think we could make this a two-parter. Now I found the woods. We definitely travelled the wrong way when we entered. So note for next time, we will either come in a different entrance or, in fact, yes, I think I will just come in a different entrance or just head and start the video when we're at the base of the woods. Hello, Birdie. And it's a robin. Of course it's a robin. Hi, Robin. Can you see him? Oh, he flew. Very beautiful. Wow, it is beautiful here. Reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, Queen of Hearts. See if any gardeners are painting the roses red. Wow. I don't know why I'm saying wow. Oh, okay, so there is like houses on the street. Can you imagine living again? This is like the third time I'm mentioning it. I'm not going to mention it again. How lovely it is to live opposite somewhere like this and see this from your bedroom window. Wow, beautiful. And then they've got like little. Oh, it's just so nice. And then the gate there. It's actually a road. I heard the car and kept the camera on there because I thought there's no way that's for a car. No, it is. It is. I want to drive past now. Trees. Oh, wow. Sorry, I have to show you. Look at that one. And they have a bird box. Hope it's used. So it is a very square cut garden, as in it's square boundaries. Sorry, I moved my camera a little fast then, didn't I? Looks like a compost heap, maybe? I don't know. They're climbing the walls. I can't even show you how beautiful that is in person. They're so much more vibrant than what it's showing on the camera. That's such a shame. It's so pretty. And then there's a gate, but that's locked, so we'll go out. Oh, and again, it's not as vibrant as what I'm looking at. It's absolutely beautiful. And the smell of these
going?
I'll walk around the outside. And there's the exit. I've just realised I brought my backpack with me for my tripod. And then it's just dawned on me now that my tripod is actually in my sports backpack and not the backpack I'm wearing. Because I was thinking, oh, if I could put the phone somewhere a little private, might be able to do a couple of silly videos. Although there's quite a few trees, I could probably use something. Don't have to go that way because it doesn't look, it just looks bare. And that looks like, I don't know. Oh, if you guys don't know, they're buggers. They're so tough. So when you walk over those, if you're a new barefooter, you will feel those. I made the mistake of bringing my daughter to a park and she walked 2 steps and wouldn't walk any further. And I couldn't quite understand why, because I feel it, but not to her level. She was telling me how painful it was. So yeah, be warned, they are quite nasty to your feet. I was just going round in a loop and then a bit of a path there. Let's have a look. That song I'm humming, I don't know who sings it. Feel better. Anyone knows it? Let me know. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. Fence. I'm just gonna follow Mal. Mal's going this way, so we'll go this way. Is it Hilary Duff? I wish. Is it a Hilary Duff song? No. Oh, chips. There we go. Keep going. Oh, it's the hole. It's all this place. Cool. It's very nice, very paddy. Not sure where it's leading us to, because that looks like a car park. We've just come from that direction. That is a path here, but we turned right instead of left, so we would have just come to where we are right now. I don't know how far it goes, but earlier when I lost Mal, there was a little path, so there is a place we can go. Oh, there is a tiny little path in front of us. Let's have a look. And there's that one there. And let's go up. Oh, keep forgetting to look up. I almost got took out by Holly. Not a girl called Holly. The green spiky kind. Or I suppose if you've got a friend called Holly who's quite poorly and under the weather and she's typically quite a spiky personality, maybe, I don't know. Not in this video. There is more to explore, and that looks like a wet patch. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Please. I mean, it's cold. It looks more like clay than mud. Oh, that's a shame. But we'll do a quick foot check. Yeah, that's better. So, it's not necessarily muddy. However, it has helped pick up the debris from the dryer ground. Can I stand on that? That looks quite fragile. Wow, it's you. You're in your element. Doesn't go anywhere, but let's walk across. That is really chipped, isn't it? Oh, you ever get that sinking feeling? Yes, he gets it. Oh, see what I mean? And there's Holly. She's never too far away, is she? Thanks, Holly. Like I said, this is a lesson for me to remember to look up, because I'm always really obsessive about the phone going out of focus for you guys. See, trees keeps pausing every time. I'm still moving. Oh, very slippery. I can't believe how dry my throat is. Very dry. Let's go back. Look. Wow, that's pretty. Let's take a photo. Don't ask. She's just artistic. Naruto will be looking for sticks like this soon. What do you think, Mel? Naruto will be looking for sticks like this soon. We're not that far away from it. That dog thinks he's bigger than he is. Not in a chihuahua kind of way. He just thinks he can carry everything that's huge. Wow! It's like a miniature campsite. How beautiful! Look at this. Now, am I going to step inside and get stuck in some kind of pagan vortex? Just imagine having a fire and then that above you. I love it. Oh, just hold on, guys. I am going to stop recording for a second. Sorry, guys. I was just taking some photographs. I'll pop a few in the corner. I really like that area. I would like to turn that into a nice little campsite. It's definitely somewhere you light a fire, but maybe. Sorry, here we go. Well, we did stop for quite some time, so it's been about 8, 9 minutes, maybe 10. Very specific, and it didn't need to be, so apologies. Oh, we have a broken wall with a fence. We're just going to keep walking. We also got to see and hear some manic dogs having a great time, running around chasing each other. It's very nice. We just stopped to watch them. So there is a gate. Don't know where it leads. Hello, sweet one. Hi. Hello.
Come on then.
passed the vibe check. We're very happy. He's beautiful. Oh, bless him. We watched a video recently. I love watching them, and I know they're Australian, and there's always this thing, but there isn't. I just like funny people. There's a video where all these chaps see a dog, and they all go and stroke the dog, and the dog barks at one of them, and so they kick him out the group because he didn't pass the vibe check. It's funnier than even what I'm describing. You have to watch it. The poor guy's walking down the street, and people are shouting shame at him, and he goes to a therapist at the end. It's really funny. Sorry. We have, I suppose maybe the kids come on their bikes or something. I don't know really what it's for. Just, I think maybe the bikes, and they use it as a ramp. Let's go down the ramp. Whee! That was anticlimactic, sorry. I'd say let's do it again, but it wasn't that fun for me either. 2 steps and you're done. It's like going to those. You used to go to theme parks when you were younger, and the rides lasted forever. And then you'd go to those ones that would turn up in the town, and you'd pay a ridiculous amount of money, and they last like 10 seconds. That was like that for me. With a little feather rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. I don't think. Have we been here? I don't know. I don't recognise that tree. Definitely don't recognise this tree. Okay. We found a little extra. Oh, okay. Huge building. Don't know what it is. Da, da, da. Look, that's so unnecessary but cute. I don't know. I think it's cute. Here we go. That's like the most helpful branch in the world to stop you from falling. Thank you, little branch. You're so kind. One day I'm going to fall straight down. Oh, please, that looks really nice. Let's go down, 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 let's go down. And tap. Okay, it's not wet. Oh, I'm happy, Dave. Oh, see, this is what happens. I buy things to stop me from dropping my phone and end up dropping it more. Ah, that's amazing. Happy toes. I think this should be the photo of choice, because no one's going to believe it that I managed to find in this UK drought a section of mud. Okay, let's go. No, one more time. Let's just go back. Just one more. I want to go to this part. There's water. We struck gold. I'm so sorry, anklets. Barefoot sandal there, anklets are not. Look how cute. I love it. I love it. Now I should do a foot check. Are you sure you guys don't want to come and join me on a barefoot walk? Honestly, I have a great time. Wait, does this make me a stick in the mud? I have to do the foot check because look at all these tiny little leaves. let's get as much of them as we can. And then these as well. Okay. You guys are getting spoiled for foot checks today. Oh, I just dried it off. What on earth? And back down because guess what I did? I didn't take photographs. No, of course I didn't take photographs. I ended the recording. I swear I will learn this one day, just not today. Again. I'm just taking photographs. Please, bear with me. There we go. We can keep walking now. My troll feet are ready to explore even further. I actually genuinely do love the look of my feet. They look like the most coolest tattoos. Like someone dropped henna down them. And that's where we went down earlier. This is the gate. Let's went. Oh no! Did I break my anklet? No, I don't think I did. That's okay. They might need a bit of a clean, but that's fine. We can cope with that. And we have. Just looks like a path. I think I was there earlier. Or was I? I don't know. I think I'm going to pause the video for a second. The reason I am is because I took some photographs earlier of my feet and I really love them. But I love the way they look right now. So I will be back in a second because I'm just going to take a few more photos so I can put them in the corner of the screen for you guys. All right, back in a minute. Apologies. That's another few minutes and wasted. Well, it's not wasted. I will have placed these photographs onto the corners of the video. Poor Mal is contemplating his life decisions, and I think the future plans do not include walking with Mum. So I've sealed that for him. Oops. There is. Oh, there's a little path, but it doesn't look like it goes anywhere. I think it used to possibly be a path. Oh. Okay, let's fix these anyway. We have been abused today, and I don't think they're happy with me. And we do have to get this this walk done because I know you guys watching. I have obviously stopped and paused the video, but for us, it's like an extra. Well, overall, I'd say a good 30 minutes. It's not wasted, but it's you do get tired by the end of these walks. So just wait for my watch to acknowledge that we haven't stopped. We've still got 1.6 kilometers to go. This path looks like it heads to a gate. Is that possibly where my car is? I don't know this time. I really don't know. I don't. So the gate definitely goes. I think that might be where the garden is, maybe over there. But I don't know. We did see that building earlier as well. Just trying to find my way back. So we'll maybe go over the field just to see if I can recognize the massive dry grass. I don't know. So I don't think that's definitely not the gate we came through. And the one in front of me is also definitely not the gate we came through. Oh, I'm seeing a huge building now. I think we've come right out almost of the park. Look. I don't know. I don't know where I am. Doo-da, doo-da. Oh, well, it's always a little bit more exciting when you don't know how to get back to your car. But I've got 1.5 kilometers to find it. We're all good. Maybe it should just, the next kilometre and a half, literally just be me looking for my car. But then I see a path like that and I'm like, nope, we're going to go that way instead. The car's not going anywhere unless someone stole it. that would be the funniest, worst, most hilarious way to end the video. Oh, dudes, where's my car? This kind of does take me back to the day at Croxteth Hall when I stepped a little too far into the wilderness. Survival skills, none. Although I didn't have my backpack full of useless stuff because I don't have my tripod. I don't even think I've got my power bank in there. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So I use the backpack that I have is like I have a collection. They're a cow print and I love them so much. They are my favorite things. So I have the handbag and then I have the backpack. And when I'm walking, a handbag is just not, it's such a silly thing to carry. So I have the backpack just because it's easier. I can, go back to junior school days where you used to have both your arms through the sleeves, as you would say. And so that's why I carry it. But I also, when I'm going marshalling, I have, although the bag is absolutely atrocious, it's huge, it's a hiking bag. So I bought it so I could do Snowdon, but not just for me, but for the kids, because Lex has never climbed Snowdon, so she'd like to do it. Although I know how difficult that would be for her. If you've got a lot of food, cakes, sweets, you can pretty much convince your kid to do anything, but she really wants to do it. So I bought this monstrosity so we could do Mount Snowdon and carry all our snacks and have a picnic and, things like that. Because I've described a few areas and I know she'd love the view to eat. So I take that bag to the marshalling because it's meant to be an outdoor bag. This one isn't. I don't want to put this on the floor. But the problem is, the only thing I hold in it, and I never use it, is my tripod. I don't use it because the tripod lifts the phone too high off the ground. For my marshalling, because I like to get everyone in the full shot, where when I've tried it with a tripod, it just doesn't look right. So it kind of leans against this post quite perfectly, and it's just become a bit of a norm for me now. And then I have my big Bluetooth speaker, and it's not that big. If you've seen any of my marshalling videos, it's not a big speaker. And then I have my keys and my phone and maybe my AirPods. And that's literally all I have in it. So I carry this humongous, huge pouch for no other reason that it's a wilderness bag. It's meant to be out. So the problem is I obviously keep switching contents from bag to bag, and I haven't been anywhere since Saturday. So we're not quite closing to Thursday, but I'm working from home this week because of me going down south on Thursday. So I haven't gone anywhere. Like I've just kind of like, let's take it easy. I got a 6+ hour drive on Thursday. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, work from home. So I forgot to switch the contents around. And and all I'm left in the bag that I'm carrying right now is my car keys. Ironically, I do have my bell anklets in this bag, which I can show you when I can get my fingers through without you guys noticing, because they're in a side pocket. So I have my anklets, I think, in this bag. Or do I? I don't know. You see, this is the thing. Never remember. And I have these miniature rubber Jesuses. I don't know if you've seen them. They're like a little novelty Jesus. And because I go to church, I hand them out to people. Like, I just think they're adorable. And now I have a bag full of Jesus. So if I'm lost in the woods, I mean, I have Jesus with me, but I'm not sure how use is going to be um, if I do get lost. So there you have it, kids. Consider the contents in your bag before you go out. I didn't. I was rushing. And I've just stuck my hand in the side pocket, and oh my gosh, there's a evil family of flies attacking my face. And these are the anklets that I wear for my marshalling, and as you can tell, they are obnoxious. So I never wore them when we went out to outside the Mersey front, because there were dog walkers, and I could just tell it was not going to be a welcoming gesture, a girl walking around with bells when the people are walking the dogs. But they're what I wear for my marshalling, and then like I said, I've just bought the bracelets, because when you're marshalling, you've got music playing, and I'm shouting as loud as I do, and you've got people cheering, and I just love it. I think it's such a lovely touch. So that's why I have those. And we've got another gate, but I think that might be the gate from that hill. What have we got? We've only got a kilometre left. That's terrible behaviour. I've been talking for half a kilometre. If you can measure talking over distance, I just did. People always said I could speak for Britain. Well, we are. Look, we're back on that hill with all the benches. The sun is just stunning. But I just wanted to have a quick check to see what was over here. There's probably a lot more. We definitely didn't explore the whole of the woods, but I just wanted to have a rough idea where this goes. It just literally goes back to where we are, but I will go in here just for a second. Oh yeah, I recognise a lady in the pooch over there. Whoop, 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 whoop. See, there's your four, look. There's your fawn there. The terrible news is, or the good news for me, but the terrible news for my story. I know where my car is now, so I will not need Google, Jesus, to help me, but that might be a good thing. That's an embarrassing thing. Oh my goodness, the things people carry in their bags. But when I was a kid, I used to carry pine cones and conkers, so I've just I've always kind of been that person. Always carry pretty things, and like I bought it. I bought those little Jeep packages. There's like 100. Just saying it out loud sounds absurd, but it's not. I bought them. I bought the originally. I bought them as gift sets. You had a bag and a card, and it's just pretty for people at church. To let people know that, we think about them when we're poorly and they're not there. They're not able to attend, and that's where it all came from. And then I was like, I'll buy the individual ones, and then we'll go. And if anyone missed a gift bag, they can have just the solo little Jesus. At least they've got something. That's kind of the way my mind worked. And then on And now I'm stuck with them. I can't get rid of them. So every time I go in on a Sunday, I kind of put them all over different chairs, like a bit of a hunt for kids to be able to find them. And then we kind of realised really quickly that they do from a distance look like jelly sweets. So we decided to put them in a bowl. So, and then I have the other, 70 in my bag. And the reason they're there is just because I forgot to take them out. The good news is if I need to, you know, throw a bit of Jesus into people's lives, I'm well equipped. I can do that. I'm so sorry. What a terrible story, but it is true. Right, we are now down to our last kilometre, in fact, 900 metres. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to go around this border all the way down, back around, and then to the car. I've just realised how excitable I am because this weekend's been phenomenal. I've just had the most amazing weekend. Marshalling, as always, just is the highlight of my Saturday. And then I had to clean my car out, and I know it sounds stupid, but I really do like things like that. So when I get in my car now, I love it even more than I did before. And then Sunday, obviously, I went to church, had food, and it's just been lovely. And then I've done a couple of extra shifts for the delivery. Look at that. I know it goes back up there. I'm not going to go back up there. It's just more places we can visit next time. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. McPie. Look at those beauts. Hello. I have to scare them away, and I don't want to. Excuse me, just scratching the back of my leg. And the weekend is kind of still rattling inside me. Like I don't know why. Because I've done the same things. Principally, I've done the same things. The foundation of my weekend has been the same, but I've just been so cheery, and I'm really excitable. And from the beginning of this video, about 10 minutes in, I was like, do I just stop recording? Because it's like you're just so excitable. You're trying to get everything out. I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in a month, not a week, even though I haven't done an excessive amount more than what I usually would do over a weekend. But no, this is me. I get very excitable, and unfortunately, you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So for those of you that have obviously stuck it through, thank you so much. You guys mean the world to me, and I really actually love it when I get a notification on YouTube that someone's commented, because I love responding to you, and that's the same on TikTok and Instagram. But obviously this video is going to go onto YouTube, so it's there. Yeah, I know it's linked to that. And some of you guys have been amazing. You've sought me out on Instagram and on TikTok, and I thank you so much for that, because my Instagram, TikTok are very, very different. I don't post the big videos, I post the miniature ones. So you guys are getting the little extra contents, and it's almost daily. Some days I really can't post, just because I work and then I finish work and then go to work, get home and go to bed. But you do get all of the extras, and then you let me know, and I love that. So thank you. I feel like I am meeting friends. So not just you guys on YouTube, but everyone. Thank you so much. And I know we're not quite near the end. We've got about 700 meters to go. But I really wanted to get that out there, that this came off the back of the lovely Richie, and I am so grateful that he was really pushing for me to do this, because my little videos, I kind of, you know, I walk, I don't look at my phone, and I get home and I'm like, that'll do, that'll do. And I didn't put a lot of heart into it, because this is my life. I didn't see the fun behind it. And you guys just make things more fun. And I've always been the climber, and I've always done that. That's always been part of my everything. If I find a wall to jump on, I will. That's not any different to what you are seeing. But the difference is I am acknowledging it now, and not just doing it without a back thought. I now think about it and really take the pleasure in the moment. And it's all because of you guys. And when I speak to you and you tell me that you've gone for a walk, even if it was just a nice, gentle taking the dog out, I love those messages. So please, please do keep messaging. Still, let me know what your favorite vacation is, where you would love to go, and why. But also ask your questions if you do have any questions, or provide me with a place that you'd like me to walk. There's somewhere that you have walked a million times and would like to see me do it too, or if there is somewhere that you've not got to experience but would also like to, let me know. And trust me, hot coals is not against the question either, because I've always wanted to do that. So, so yeah, if I suppose no suggestion is too stupid, I just I'll just say yeah nah to the ones that I don't want to do. Like anything dangerous, I won't do. Anything that's kind of natural, um, climbing. I wonder if you could do like a skydive where the camera's attached to just your feet. I'd cry if someone then edited it to make the feet have eyes and a mouth. You know, shot like those when people put arms on birds in videos. I am a child. I love those videos. I am in tears watching those videos. They just make me laugh so much. We've gone all the way from over there, all the way around. I have been talking for I don't know how long, and my video has been paused all this time. And I don't know if I got to thank you guys. I don't know if I've been thanking everybody, and I don't know if I caught that in the video. So as a catch up, 4.93 kilometers. If I'm repeating myself, I am so sorry. But this is kind of the most crucial in part for me, and that is thanking you guys. So if I have thanked you, just mute me for the next couple of minutes while I do. We're basically going to go around that lap there, and then where that little building is our exit. So mute me if you've already heard this, because I don't know what I've recorded. But I said earlier on that Richie, you're the one that encouraged me to start YouTube. This is my everyday life, and because of you encouraging me to get onto YouTube and everybody sending messages or comments or finding me on other platforms, you made me become really self-aware of everything that I do, where before I still do the things I used to always do. Nothing has changed except that I hold a camera in front of me now instead of just doing it. So I would still climb trees, I'd still climb walls and things like that. That's always kind of, I suppose it's been like a habit of mine, always done it. But you guys make me so aware of it, and now I am so much more not appreciative, but I love it. You've made me realize just how much I enjoy it. Where I obviously did enjoy it before, you've made me really pay attention to that. So it's because of you guys that comment and tell me your little walks that makes me love this even more. So Richie, first of all, again, thank you so much for encouraging me to start this channel. But all my subscribers that comment or find me on different platforms, I love every single one of you. You just make me smile so much. You have some of you guys do follow me on Instagram now or on TikTok, and that's different content. It's shorter content, much shorter. It tends to always have music applied. Don't tend to talk in them. It's just barefooting and music. But you let me know that you found me through YouTube, and I love that. And the fact that you are now one of my friends is just incredible. So yeah, thank you so much if you've got through all of this. I know it's a long video, although it's probably shorter now since I somehow paused the video at some point. But I was conscious about how long the video was, and now I'm not. But really, thank you, because you give me something serious to look forward to every single week. I always wanted to do a 5K every day, but now every day I can't. But now I really look forward to it. I walk around, I talk to myself, but to me in my head, I'm talking to you guys. I'm not alone, and I hope that I'm kind of the same for you guys. I hope you don't feel alone. I hope you enjoy the content. So we are now got to be careful. So another thing you might not know, I've been picking up feathers. I'm hoping that it was part of the feather walk, the feather collection where I paused the video. I'm hoping for that, but I'm not 100% sure. But my daughter's collecting feathers, so I've just found loads and I've just gone picking them all up like a crazy person. She gives them a wash and she uses them for her art, whatever it may be. So I'm hoping I paused it then and then I've done my thanks, because I'll be honest, I've rushed the thanks this time, and I don't. I dislike that, because I gave everybody such beautiful things, and I hope it's in the video, and I hope you muted me at this point, because it is heartfelt, and I've only rushed it because I know I'm close to the end of the walk and I'm conscious about the length of the video. But have the most amazing day. No matter what time of the day, week you watch this, I hope you've had or are about to have the most beautiful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much as always for joining me. I know the video is not over yet because we've just hit the entrance and the car is a little bit longer. It's not massively far away. But you know, I'm an idiot, and if I accidentally end the video, then I need to be able to say thanks and hope you have a lovely day. So you just can't trust me with a phone. Oh, this is a cool entrance. Is that like, it says no parking at any time? That just seems like a jet. But there we go. Look at that. Imagine waking up every day, turning a Is it a post box? I want one in my garden. Well, when I move, and if it's in the house. So I think my microphone will have saved us from the roaring traffic. My car is at the front of that queue. It's the third car. You can only see two because it's kind of well hidden. But we're getting close. And of course, once I get to my car, we will do our final foot check. But this has been Woolton Woods, and you guys have been beautiful. You guys are beautiful, and I thank you so much for joining me tonight and my handful of feathers. Have the most beautiful day, most beautiful week, most beautiful weekend. Let me know what you want to see next. Otherwise, you're stuck with a video of a boring park in Northampton. So it's not boring, it's beautiful. But I'm very aware of the content that I want to create for you guys. So to me, it's boring. Here is my final foot check. Look at that line. That's fun. And then they're very, very muddy, very, very happy. Have the most beautiful day, have the most beautiful evening, and I will see you on the next. Bye!